welcome to my channel. My name is Whitney Wiley and thanks for checking out my video. I wanted to do a video today because I went to Sephora and I saw a new Smashbox foundation. So I like doing these foundation videos because I think it's kind of fun to see the product on your skin or on my skin and see like the actual shade and just kind of know how it wears, because when you're buying foundations online it can be really difficult to just judge what color you should go with. So usually when I buy a foundation online, I always search for a video to find a girl that has a skin tone like mine or the type of skin like mine so that I can know if the foundation will work for me or not. I picked up the Smashbox Studio Skin Shaping Foundation. Yeah, so in the past I've only used the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. So I wanted to try this one because not only is it a foundation, but it also comes with a contour side as well. So I've been loving products lately that make traveling easier, just being able to throw one product in the bag and it does multiple things. I wanted to try this one out, so I thought I would share it with you guys. First off, I wanna let you guys know that when I was in Sephora, I don't know how many shades they had, but I checked this online before I made the video, and I believe they make about 16 shades, and Sephora carries them all. And unfortunately, I am in shade 4.3, and that is the darkest shade. So if you're darker than me, I don't know if you will find a shade that will work for you, which is unfortunate because I hate when I am the darkest shade, because I feel like there's so many shades that are darker than me that aren't getting recognized. So I'm going to open it up and we can check it out. Also, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe down below, hit that little red button and the bell notification. I make videos every week and I would love to have you guys as a subscriber. So hit the button and let's get started. So for the sake of time, I've already done my brows and I've done my eyeshadow and lashes. For everything I use, I'll leave it down below, as well as a link to the foundation. And let's open this up. So this also says that it's a medium buildable coverage as well. And it says that it is very blendable with a natural finish. So we will check and see. So it looks like this. I like the packaging, it's very sleek. And one side is foundation and the other side says soft contour. So they're both cream products. So here is the foundation side. The one thing that I'll say, I believe this was about $43. I don't think you're gonna get a ton of product in here because I'm looking at this, even if it's split in half, and that's if every inch of the product is being used, it's still pretty short. So here is the foundation shade right here. And then on the other side, we have the contour shade. So I also like that the contour shade comes angled. So that's pretty cool because it's just perfectly aligned so you can get in there and get in your cheekbone. 2 shades darker. It does say a soft contour, so it's probably about 1 to 2 shades darker than the actual foundation shade. So this is the contour. These also look very dewy, so we'll see kind of how they settle in once I blend them in with my beauty blender. This might be a good foundation for the winter time. We shall see. Okay, I zoomed you guys in more so you could see my face. I wanted to use a new primer today, but I'm gonna use the primers that I always use just because I want to be able to judge the foundation fairly. So I don't wanna use a different primer that's gonna kind of change how it sits on my skin. So I'm gonna go in with the primers that I normally use. I'm using the Becca First Light Priming Filter and then the Dr. Brandt Pores No More. So I'm gonna use a combination of these two to illuminate and then fill in my pores. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the foundation side of the stick and I'm going to use a flat top kabuki brush to blend that all in. First off, I can definitely say this foundation is pretty creamy, so we'll see how this blends. Okay, so my initial impression is it blended out really well. Just like it said, it's very blendable. So far it looks pretty good. It's not too dewy. It definitely has a natural finish as it claims. And it went on really smoothly. So far so good. I think that it looks pretty good. I don't know, you tell me, let me know. I haven't set it yet, so it's definitely not a matte finish. It's more of a natural finish, but it's not too dewy. So it's kind of like a great in between. I will also say that it's definitely more of a medium coverage because I kind of have like a little spot over here on the side of my face, a scar actually, over here that's pretty dark, and it didn't really cover that up. I could probably go in again. Let's actually go in and see if I can cover it up, see if it's buildable. Yeah. And probably with a sponge, it would be a little more full coverage than with this brush. So far, so good. All right, here's the finished look of the foundation. All right, now let's move on to the contour side. So I'm gonna take the Inglot side and I'm going to chisel out my cheekbones, go around my forehead. So let's try this out. I will say it's coming off extremely creamy once again, so I definitely am gonna have to use my beauty blender to blend this out and see how it goes. Hopefully, I like when mine isn't too creamy because I feel like the creamier it is, the more of a chance that it's going to kind of move around your face throughout the day. So I kind of like a stiffer contour if I can when it comes to creams. But we're gonna try this out. I will have to say that the size of this, because the diameter is so large, it kind of makes it hard to like get in there to with your nose and get like those little precise areas versus using like maybe a concealer or something to contour with like a doe foot applicator. So I'm gonna go in and then blend this out and we'll see how naturally it blends in with the foundation. So let's do this. Okay, as you can see, it definitely is pretty creamy, so it got kind of all over the place. It definitely blended in with my foundation, which is good, but it moved a little too much for my liking. So you can see on my nose how my nose is quite a bit darker. There's really just no definition because the product kind of went all over my nose versus just contouring the sides of my nose. But I'm gonna go in and conceal so that can definitely help to carve out the contour so it's a little bit cleaner, and then set my face with powder, with translucent powder. So we can kind of see what the finished product looks like with the coloring and everything. We'll see how that works in the end. I'm not really sure how it's gonna work. So like I said, I haven't concealed yet, so let me do that and then let's see how the finished product looks. Okay, so now I've set my entire face. I went in with concealer and I did translucent powder as well as a contour powder. So far I think that it looks pretty good. I'm gonna finish up my makeup and then I will give you a final review. Okay, so here is the final look. I feel like it turned out pretty well. Overall, I think it's a pretty good product. I like the foundation a little more than I think I like the contour side. The foundation, I feel like the color matched fairly well. and I felt like it was very blendable and it had a very natural looking finish to it. So I really like that about the foundation. Con is of course that I am the darkest shade, but the contour shade, I do like the color of it. Like I said, it's not extremely cool toned, but I feel like it definitely did a good job of chiseling out my face. The only thing I didn't like about it is I felt like the product was a little too creamy, so it does move around quite a bit. So if you do use this, you definitely are going to want to set this with some sort of powder. I felt like it did a pretty good job. I feel like my face looks pretty good right now. So I do like this. I like that it's a 2-in-1. I'm always for a 2-in-1, a 5-in-1, whatever. Whatever makes my life easier when it comes to traveling and throwing this in the bag. So I'm totally for that. So I hope you guys like this review and definitely learned a little bit about the foundation and contour stick. If you've used it, please let me know down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it as well. Or if you have any other like 2-in-1 type of products that you think are really good, I'll definitely check those out because I like to purchase these. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next one. All right, have a fabulous day, and I'll talk to you guys later.